welcome back to my channel. It's Ride to Reveal, and today is part of the new series of the Australian towns from A to Z, or if you're in America you say Z. So today I've pulled out of the hat the letter W. So today is brought to you by the letter W. So we're leaving Lakes Entrance and we're riding to a fabulous little town called WALHALLA, and I will give you the history and information about that when we get there. So let's go, shall we? WALHALLA, 44 k's away. This is WALHALLA Road. We've got some rough surface coming up. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Got about 35 k's of WALHALLA Road to get to the township of WALHALLA. WALHALLA. That was 11 miles of reasonably great riding, a bit rough in places, tight turns, but all very doable, and it's a very beautiful little town. Okay, this is WALHALLA. Damien's back there having a chat. I'm going into the post office here to see if I can find some information about this groovy little town. WALHALLA Post and Telegraph Office, 1864. Let's see if they'll talk to me. I spoke to a girl called Jess on the phone who didn't want to be on camera, but she said go down to the post office and the guys down there will talk to you. So let's see. So I'm here in the historic post office. There's another one up the road, and I've met this lovely lady, and your name is? Bev, and I'm going to ask Bev some questions about this fantastic town, WALHALLA. Gold.
Yes, it had the richest gold mine in Australia at one time.
And is there still, if I go, could I prospect?
Not really, because the gold was underground.
Oh, okay, so it's not, you can't sift through the water.
You can, you might find tiny specks.
Right, okay.
But the big gold was in a vein that went right along the side of the hill. Okay,
so that was quite a big find in Australia. Yes. Like it's one of the biggest.
Yes.
Biggest veins of gold.
Well, it was found in 1862, and then they realised that the gold was underground, so they started digging the big mines, and they went right through till 1914. 18
people in WALHALLA. Are you one of those 18,
no,
Bev?
No, I live out of town and come in and volunteer.
Okay.
That's right, the last town to get the electricity, 1998.
In Australia?
Well, we know it's definitely Victoria. I'm
yes.
not sure about Australia.
Right, okay.
We like to think it is.
Yeah, okay. Let's just, for the sake of this, say the last town in Australia to get electricity.
People weren't buried standing up, which is a popular myth.
Okay.
Yes, it's all on the side of a hill.
Yep.
There's over 1,100 burials on the side
Yep.
of the hill. Lots and lots of babies because the diseases went through.
Oh.
Killed a lot of babies.
Oh, that's sad. So is it true that they're sort of like at a bit of a 45-degree angle, the graves? No?
No, they're just flat.
They're flat, but
The graveyard is steep.
steeped. Okay, so the hill is probably at the
Yes.
45-degree and the
Yes.
graveyards are still in there.
Yeah. We have ghost tours
Do
every
you?
Saturday night. Yes,
Yeah.
and they tell stories of things that have happened.
Can you-
Mostly stories of disasters and people that died.
Oh, okay.
All our ghosts are friendly.
Are they? Have you had an encounter with a ghost?
Not personally, but I've had a second-hand experience of people who stayed in the bakery one night.
Tell me about it.
And they were very freaked out because the doors kept opening and closing.
Oh.
They could feel a cat walking over their bodies. There was a dint in a bed upstairs where somebody had been lying, but nobody had been upstairs. But what happened was the week after the people left, they came back and showed me on their camera there'd been a pendant hanging on the back wall in the bakery. They took a photo of that.
Yep.
With them all inside. Then they went out the front. The pendant was hanging in the front window when they went out, and it was seconds apart.
From the back window to the front window.
Yes.
All right. So then we're staying here tonight, so I think I might get a ghost moment to happen.
Yes.
Maybe I'll get a feeling, because we talk to people on the way and they go, oh, every time I go to that town I get a bit of an eerie feeling.
We're having a film made here in a couple of weeks. Have you heard about our film?
Someone said before I come in they're doing a film here, and who's that?
It's a Hollywood film.
Hollywood film.
It's got Liam Neeson in it.
Oh,
So they
I'll have to come back.
painted the Star Hotel. It's not normally that colour.
Okay.
WALHALLA is supposed to be converted into a village in Nepal.
So this town's going to look like a village in Nepal and starring Liam Neeson. Do you know the name of the movie?
Ice Road 2.
Ice Road 2, you heard it here first, so it'll probably take a year for that to be filmed and edited, be out, but Ice Road 2 with Liam Neeson's being filmed in WALHALLA to be a Nepalese village.
Nepalese village. The ice is going to be CGI'd in.
Of course, they do it all CGI in now, the ice. Oh, okay, so they haven't started filming yet.
No, they're starting to set up on the 8th, and the filming starts on the 15th of January.
So will the whole town be closed down for that?
Well, they're going to work around the town so that we can still have our tours.
Yes.
So they don't want to disrupt us more than needs be.
So could I ride in on a Sunday, for instance, and see all the...
Hopefully.
Yeah.
'Cause apparently there's going to be 200 crew. So,
Where are they all going to stay, 200 crew?
well, they're staying roundabout, and there's a big place in Rawson that holds a lot of people.
Right, okay.
So a lot will be staying in there.
Okay.
And all the accommodation in town is booked out too.
I bet.
And
For
they're
how
gonna put
long?
Oh, not long. Only about 9 days.
Oh, let's hope not much of it ends up on the cutting room floor. So,
And the other interesting thing about WALHALLA is that our cricket ground is built by carving the top off a mountain because there was no flat ground for a sports ground.
do they have a cricket team? Is it still
Yes.
active?
Yes, we do.
Yeah?
We have a few matches per year.
Yeah,
Yes,
fantastic.
Yes. And our
great.
fire station is built across the creek
Yep.
because there was no flat land left for the fire station.
There you go. Thanks, Bev. You've been a Minovac bloody information for me. I'm going to have a quick squeeze through here, then I'll go for a walk in town. Brett is 140 years old. Look at that. And the room here. Oh, the kitchen, I would say. Oh, it's got the baby stuff. Look at the little crib. Doesn't my bike belong here? Little cottage over there. Steps up there. This is the vault of the Bank of Victoria. Here, that's the Mechanics Institute. And up those stairs, all the way up, is the lookout to the train, I think. Train line. I'll find out. Chinese gardens. Up here. Old lolly shop. Apparently there's no gold in that. I've asked.
Okay.
That's beautiful down there. Oh, property for sale. Mountaintop experience, 4-wheel drive tours, ghost town mines and mountains. Look at this old building. That would have some stories. Walhalla. I think we might be up there, all down here. Fire station. Oh, I think we're down there. That green. That's why it's been painted green to look like a Nepalese. That's it. And it's the rotunda. A little babbling brook. Walhalla Star Hotel is going to be a star in a new movie to be filmed in Walhalla in early 2024. We have painted the buildings these vibrant colours, but it's not for long. All the buildings will be returned to their heritage colours once the filming is completed. There's a blue one over there and this green. That's a cool little place. And just further up the road, you can go up there I guess and go on to the mine tours and things like that. There's a beautiful house here. Our hotel for the night. Walhalla Fire Station built 1901. And what year is that the same as, Damien?
Year of Indian was born. Indian motorcycles.
Indian motorcycles. Looking for inspection. Oh, okay. There you go. You see that there. So those stairs go all the way to the top of the mountain, and I've convinced Damien that we should climb it. We've come all this way. So we're going to go up there. Look at that beautiful bike. Up there. Okay, we're climbing the stairs. Damien's thrilled at the prospect. Here we go. Everything's worth it. Whew. Found an old mine shaft. Look at that. There's a little lookout here. Look at that house up there. Looking down on the town. There's our bikes. That's where we're staying. And the pub's down there somewhere. Bit of a walk. Well, it's time for Damo's drone footage. Take off. When it was an active mining town, they cut down all the trees. So it was like that, but the whole mountain was just bare. That was back in the 1800s. This is the pub. This is where we're having dinner tonight. We're just walking to the graveyard now. So we've come to the pub. The graveyard is up another mountain and neither of us can be bothered walking up there, so I might attempt it in the morning. Cheers, Damien.
That's why I'm not walking up anything.
Damien's having his lashes. I get a glass of lemonade, not filled up, and I get a splash of his beer. That's enough, thank you. It's a piss weak shandy. What I found really interesting though, it was $20. I said, oh, how much is the lemonade? And she said, $10. I thought, oh. She goes, but if you got a can of lemonade, it's only $5. Anyway, we're not seeing the graveyard today, and if I don't get it in the morning, I'll just Google it and put pictures up to show you what it looks like and pretend I was there. Okay, thanks for letting us do this.
That's okay, no problem. The guest lounge to the hotel. There's books and magazines on the shelves just behind us. Tea and coffee.
And this is your Michael or Russell?
I'm Russell.
You're Russell.
Yeah.
This is your... Your hotel?
Yeah, mine and Michael's. Yeah.
Hey, well, this is lovely.
Fantastic. Thank you.
King size bed.
Blankets up there.
Thank you, bye. It's our view. This is lovely. Because I wanted something really romantic because Damien's birthday tomorrow. He's 60. We're going to celebrate his 60th birthday tomorrow. Cool are the bedside tables. Corrugated iron. And look, we get a chocky. Damien doesn't like chocolate, so that means I get two. And a nice little bathroom. So there's no TV, but that's okay, we can get by. There is Wi-Fi, but no TV in the room. And this room came in at, oh sorry, Damien's getting undressed, I forgot. This room came in at 234, something like that. Beautiful room, beautiful outlook. We're just walking a bit further along that we didn't go to today. What that looked like in the day. Cooperative meat supply. Look at that big chunk of meat over that horse. There are fewer than 10 original cottages surviving in Walhalla. Most of the cottages and houses we now see have been built in recent years. Look at that beautiful little cottage, got Santa there. Okay, there's the cricket ground track that we tried to find earlier. 45 minutes up those stairs. No wonder they were stuffed. Look at that little cottage. So beautiful. That's the church. Here's the long tunnel gold mine. What's left of it. The Walhalla Brass Band from 1896. They performed up there. Well, we're back. Damien's showing off his, it's not a Blue Moon Baby because we're not in America. What's the beer we're drinking here?
It's a Lashes.
It's a Lashes Baby. Anyway, we're back from a fabulous meal at the local hotel. I had sausages and mashed potato, and you had a lamb shank. Put yourself away. Anyway, we went for a walk, and there's just so much more to this town than I realised when I got here today. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to do a bit more of an exploration. Damien's just going to sit around and have his coffee. And I'm doing the graveyard. And we'll catch up in the morning. This ain't finished yet, so stick around. Well, good morning. It's a beautiful, brisk morning in Walhalla. And we're just talking to the gentleman who runs the hotel where we stayed at. And that's only a small section of the change of the building for the movie, Liam Neeson's movie. But all the posts are being painted out. There's going to be bougainvillea. Signs will be down, so they've got a lot more dressing to do. The whole town's going to look quite different. Sure, it would have been just cheaper to go to Nepal to film. Anyway, it's going to be very interesting. So just going up the other end where we walked last night, I want to get some nice pictures of the mine and stuff like that. Have a nice continental breakfast at that place. I don't eat continental breakfast, but it looked beautiful and fresh. And a lovely stay, I must say it was lovely there. Interesting talking about the movie that's coming and the amount of work they go through to recreate a scene. A lot of trouble. Anyway, they would have had to have done the number crunching, so it must be the most economical thing to do is come all the way to Australia in a place in Gippsland and rebuild a Nepalese town. We really haven't got an hour to walk up to the cricket pitch. So Damien's going to get the drone to do the work for us. So we're just going to go up and have a look at that cricket pitch and save our legs. By the way, it's happy birthday to Damien today. He's 68. He looks good for an old guy, doesn't he? Now to the graveyard, but Damien's getting a coffee first. I don't think he... Come on, Calamity. I don't think he wants to walk around a graveyard. I love walking around graveyards. Oh, it's beautiful. There's a bit of a light mist falling down. That's where we stayed last night. And when you see the movie Ice 2, you'll see this scene, which will probably be 30 seconds like an Australian village. It looks like a Nepalese town. Down the main street. Got half an hour to do the graveyard if you like. Come back. He doesn't, not happy about that. Happy birthday, Damien. So just down here is where we had dinner last night. A fabulous meal, like unbelievable. One of the best meals I've had. Beautiful. The graveyard's just a bit further on, then we'll go back into town. There we go. It's just here, the hotel. Such a cool place. So obviously, I don't know where the gravesite is. So are we going to just, do you want to turn around? Or do you really know where to turn around here? But do you want to go back for coffee or we go to the next town? So I found out where the I found out where the graveyards are. We were very close. That map was a little bit out of scale. Anyway, I've got some old newspapers here they're dated, and I'm going to do artwork on them. I think that'll make an interesting piece of art when I do my abstract stuff. I'll do it on these old papers. Okay, this is my last attempt to see the gravesite. I think I've found it, and it's up this trail. Well, I'm walking up this trail. I see a fence. That's promising. Not many markers for the graveyard. Let's see if I'm moving in the right direction. I don't know. Just walking aimlessly. Well, this is the happy-go-lucky hideout. Down there is more tracks, and there's a train track down there. House. I can't find the gravesite or the graveyard. There's no signage, and I don't want to just keep walking aimlessly because Damien's waiting at the bottom. So anyway, I've done a Google search, and here's some pictures of the WALHALLA graveyard, where it's on a steep incline and all the graves are dug into the mountain like that. So they're horizontal, but the mountain's like that. So down there is an old train station. So that's the end of my video, I think. There's probably a lot more to see here than I've captured, so all I can do is say, try and get to WALHALLA and have a look. It's lots of history. I just need a little bit more signage to find my way around. I would have loved to have gone to the graveyard, because I love those things. Anyway, that's the end. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you enjoy the rest of the series and this one. And just a reminder, today's video was brought to you by the letter W, and I will be doing all of the Australian towns from A to Z. And if you live in an Aussie town that's got a bit of history and some interesting facts or fiction, comment below, let me know, and I'll make a point of trying to come and visit. On you guys, I'd love to know if there's any local legends that would want a makeover, all that sort of stuff. So until then, wishing everyone a great 2024, and we'll see you again soon. Bye. Well, I walked up a fair bit, but I still couldn't find it. There's a couple of tracks that had gates across them, but again, nothing to say that if I'd climbed up that part of the mountain, I'd get there, so I gave up. And we'll get going, shall we? To Nuji. Okay, I might have to go around this way because I've parked a bit odd again, as usual.